So this first video is called "Take Me Back to Church" by Kelly Alayna. There it is. And I don't know a whole lot about this artist. It popped up on my For You page over on YouTube. And so I figured, you know what, let's check it out. Let's critique it and see what's going on here. So I always love doing new musicians that I'm not familiar with, or I'm not following, or I'm not like actively working with in some capacity. So it's this will be fun and exciting. So you know what? Let's jump into it. Get it ripping. Okay.
She came home from work after a long, hard day, set her keys on the counter, began to pray. Oh God, I need you more than ever.
I'm guessing this is probably like a religious artist of some sort. Probably should have looked into it a little bit, but that's all right. So far, so good. You know, telling a story through the music video, kind of sequentially following the vibe of the song in the video. It's shot really well. I'm a sucker for the cinema wide, but the export looks a little weird, but that's such a technical thing that I'm not even gonna expand upon that thought process or that idea. But yeah, so far so good.
My hope is lost, can't be found. Threw her hands in the air, knees hit the ground, and she cried, Jesus, I surrender. So
Okay, some cutaways, kind of break it up. Going back, cool.
Take me back to the place where you saved my soul. Down the old dirt
I'm not a big fan of that transition right there. Hold on, let's watch that again.
where you saved my soul. Down the
Yeah, I'm not a big fan of that transition. If they were going to do that, they'd have been better off just having her turn around in the kind of like that semi-side profile, having her turn around and just walking in that way, and then that way it wouldn't have looked as weird. Or if they had her turn around and then did that kind of cut over, it would still look a little jumpy, but at least it would make a little bit more sense. Instead of like that weird slow fade that, yeah. Oof. That window light is a bit harsh.
Take me back to church. Take me back to where money was a matter so small. Just as I am was an altar call, and the neighbors would always lend a helping hand.
I'm not gonna lie, this may be a little too by the books. This music video may be a little too paint by the numbers, like A, B, C, D gets you to G, you know, that sort of deal. But honestly, it's not a bad way to go for music videos because it gets the point across. It's easy, it's safe, and it's not coming off as repetitive right now. So.
Every church had an open door, and that preacher man, he knew
Preacher man.
we get so busy.
Okay, so that shot would have looked really cool if that was all like stained glass, because I know like churches are really into their like stained glass windows, or they have like a big stained glass piece. Now, if all those little windows were stained glass, that would have looked really sick. And it would kind of diffuse the harshness of the lights. But anyways.
Life these days, when it's all smooth sailing, we forget to pray.
Okay, see now, right there, you're kind of stuck in a weird position because you got this nice little piano solo that's very slow moving, and there's really not a whole lot you can do visually. And I don't know, just like the slow push in of her sitting in one of the pews, I get it, but it's also, I feel like you could have used it to transition to a different part of the video or transition to a different scene or something, just to kind of spice it up a little bit.
Then lead me home. Take me back to the place where you saved my soul. Down the old dirt road is a little white church where the memories linger and people search for amazing grace. That sweet, sweet heavenly sound of that old time religion that's good for me. Little children singing around the sickle.
Okay, that handheld shot's a little awkward, a little weird. Or maybe I'm just noticing that they're all been like kind of more handheld. I don't know.
God, we need your love in this busy life. So take me back to church. Take me back to church.
All right. Definitely not bad. For sure not bad. You know, it was very paint by numbers, like A plus B equals C. You paint A, you know, to get you to kind of the ending. But for a music video, that's not necessarily a bad way to go. That's not a bad concept to kind of follow, because especially on an independent level, when you don't have much of a budget or you don't have much time or access to a million locations, you know, telling the easiest story is sometimes the best way to go. So kudos to Kelly for putting this together. I don't know if she was the one that like ideated this whole thing or if it was more, you know, she brought in somebody to shoot and it was their idea, or how it all kind of came together. But, you know, kudos to you. Great job.